Hi everyone, Danny Jose here, do-it-yourself guy for another Kitchenaid dishwasher repair video. This time it's for a water valve leak and it's at the bottom of the right hand corner of the dishwasher. It's a slow leak, but it is definitely a leak and needs to be replaced. Now this is a common problem for these Kitchenaid dishwashers. The water valve basically wears down over time and it starts to have a leak. So I want to show you how to repair it, replace it, where to order it, and how to do it. So let's get started. So one of the first things you need to do is make sure it is the water valve that's leaking. And what you need to do is basically unscrew this plate in the front here. And once you unscrew that, this plate comes out. And then just look underneath. So once you've identified that it is the water valve that's leaking, you need to turn off all the power, usually through the breakers, for your dishwasher. Hopefully you've marked that on your breakers. So turn that off, make sure there's no electricity going to this dishwasher. The other thing you need to do is basically turn off the water supply for the dishwasher. And usually underneath the sink there's a shut-off valve. Hopefully there is, and it makes it a lot easier for you to repair this. If not, then you might have to call in a plumber to help you out, because you don't want to be dealing with water when you're pulling this out. You might potentially break the water line, and that causes a lot of water damage. So once you've taken out the plate, you'll see that the water valve is here, and there's one screw here that you just have to unscrew, and this comes out, right? And there's the water valve. This piece is usually the one that kind of wears down over time, and then water just starts to leak from there. I'll just show you that how much it's leaking here. So there it is. There's the water leak. This thing just starts to wear down over time. Dishwasher is about 7 to 8 years old, so a lot of these units do start to break down at this time period. So you see that slow leak. This one's actually a pretty fast leak, so this needs to be repaired. And basically I'm going to disassemble this, take this piece out, and order the piece from Amazon. Okay, so once you've turned off the power to the breakers and make sure that there's no power or electricity going to this dishwasher, you can now just work on this, taking it apart. So there's three parts of this that you have to take out. One is the electrical sensor here, and that just clips off. The other piece is this one that you can unscrew, this part here. And then the last part is the drainage pipe here, and that just basically, it's just a clip that comes off and you just pull it off. I find that the best tool to use is a pair of these vice grips, long nose vice grips, and if you have them you can use them, just vice grip in, and it locks on, and this comes off. So once you unclip the sensor and take off the drainage hose, you can now work on unscrewing this water inlet. So you put your vice grips there, and then you basically take a wrench, or I have this type of wrench, and then just unscrew it. So I ordered this piece from Amazon. It took basically a day to arrive. If you have Prime, it'll take a day. If not, it'll take about a week to deliver. But basically, there's two versions on Amazon. I'll put the link in the bottom to which one I ordered. But this one's the alternative version to the OEM product. This one comes with free shipping. The other one, it's a little bit cheaper, but with the shipping charge, it's basically the same amount. It's Whirlpool, but it fits the Kitchenaid models as well. So here's the new part. It's exactly the same as the broken one. And again, this is where it leaks here. This basically starts to leak over time. So before I screw this back on, I'm just going to get some plumber's tape to just make this a perfect seal, and then screw this back on. Alright, I've replaced the water valve, and just before I put everything back together again, I'm just going to turn on the dishwasher and turn on the water just to make sure there's no leaks happening. So running a load now, and there's no drips, no leaks happening, so I can go ahead and replace the plate back on, and it's done. So if you like this video or you found it helpful, please subscribe or hit like, send me a comment. Thanks for watching.